Be honest. How many times after finishing a long day, you get home, you collapse on the couch, and the evening just goes by? I used to be the queen of wasted evenings. I'd finish a brutal day of work, mentally drained, and I just walked through the door direct onto the couch. It was like my brain just shut off. For months, this was my routine. I did what I have to do, like I was on autopilot, and then I just went straight to the couch, wasting my time, literally wasting my time. And the worst part was that I knew that there were so many things that I would have loved to do. I wanted to learn a new skill, start a side project, or even just to read a book that was not about digital marketing. But the energy was gone. The willpower was gone. So, how do we stop the evening blackout? It's not about making every second productive, it is about being intentional. We need to hack our habits and our environments in order to make our evenings an investment. I have broken this in 4 key pillars that are based on what I have learned on my experience, in my experience, and what the science says. The first 20 minutes after you finish working are critical. That's when the couch drop sets in. So you have to break the pattern. So, for example, instead of going straight to the sofa, change your environment immediately. As soon as I close my laptop, for example, I leave the house. I go for a walk with my dog. I just break whatever I'm doing. I'm breaking from whatever I'm doing just to start a new chapter. This is a physical and mental reset that send a message to my brain to try to disconnect and realize that workday is over. Now I finally have some time for myself. This is about creating clear boundaries. So think of a one-way door. Once you have walked through it, it's not so easy to go back. So this is what I do after I finish working. I just close my laptop, turn off the lights, I even change my clothes, and I just shift to another space, let's say, mental space. I go from work to personal time. You can use this trick also to avoid distractions. For example, if you start working on a project, you can just leave your phone. If you know that your phone is a distraction for you, you can leave your phone in another room, or you can turn off the Wi-Fi. I think that the core of this rule is to make it more difficult to fail. So you just try to make it harder to do something that could make you fail on your purpose. Move your body. Even 20 minutes of light to moderate exercise can help to reduce your stress levels, boost your mood, and lower your cortisol levels. And don't worry about ruining your sleep, because actually, studies show that light to moderate exercise after work can actually improve sleep quality as long as it is not too close to bedtime. This is one of my favorites and is actually a technique supported by many researchers. So basically, instead of trying to create a new habit out of thin air, what you do is to attach it to an existing one. So, for example, after having dinner, I spend 15 minutes planning for tomorrow. Or while I am cooking, I listen to a podcast to learn a new skill. So basically, this makes new routines feel more natural and they become definitely effortless. I love making lists. So every evening before I wind down, I take 10 minutes to reflect on my day, to think about what went well, what didn't go the way I wanted to. And then I try to quickly define the priorities, the 3 main priorities for the next day. This helps me to keep control, set my mind at ease, feeling in control of what will come tomorrow. If you're working 9 to 5, you don't have much time for yourself to learn new skills or to become better at something except for your evenings. So if you start using your evenings as the prime time for building a new side hustle or educating yourself, this will definitely become very helpful for your future. If you watch interviews to entrepreneurs or listen to podcasts, you will realize that many successful people started by building something on their after work hours. So you should definitely use this time to learn more about a new industry, for example, you're interested in, or to learn a new skill. It is a proactive step toward building a more secure and fulfilling life. We often think to networking as a formal work related thing, but what if you started planning evenings to expand your circle and make meaningful connections with like minded people? You may find an accountability body with shared goals and shared mindset, and you can create a mutual connection and support system that can help you both to stay consistent. You know what they say, if you're the smartest person in the room, change the room. I think this is a key concept, and if you keep this in mind, you can really build a cycle that elevates you. This last point is one of my favorites, definitely. And it is about hacking your algorithm. Make the social media algorithm work for you. Social media is not evil. There is so much content that can help you grow. So much interesting, great content that can help you stay motivated, stay focused, learn new skills continuously. But what you need to do is to train your algorithm. So whenever you see something you're not interested to, or you're supposed not to be interested to, just say that to the platform. So just say, okay, not interested. I don't want to see any more of this. And just keep watching things you like. You will hack the algorithm. And at the end of the day, you will have a feed that reflects your goals and your mindset. And you will only see things that can actually nurture you. Use your social feeds as tools and not distractions. You are in charge. So stop seeing your evenings as a reward for surviving the day and start seeing them as a gift. Evenings can be a blank canvas where you can build the life you want, one small ritual at a time. It's not about being a productivity robot, it is about being intentional and making intentional and conscious choices in order to serve the future self.